nice and strongly. Very nice, tall strokes, up at about a 48 off the start. That's very high. So they're putting some energy into getting out in front, and right now it's working. Wichita State already, just in 35 seconds into the race, already has 5 or 6 seats. Next to them, Kansas State and Colorado are also trading foul ball. Colorado maybe half of a seat up on K-State, so K-State is there. 3 seats behind that is Ohio State, who's pulling even right now with Texas, Texas and Oregon. So as we come up towards the first 500, again we have Wichita State. Now the coxswain looking over at the K-State bowman. K-State seats up on Colorado. Colorado bound to turn on Ohio State and Texas, who are running pretty even. And then they are both length up on Oregon State. The Wichita State crew went through at about 123, which is a pretty good clip here, but we've had some fast times going all day. So now we've geared down into people's bases, and pretty much the base speed for all these crews is fairly even. No one's really moving on anyone. K-State trying to move back, maybe 1 seat back up to Wichita State, but Wichita State has a few seats up there, about almost a length, so they can absorb that. K-State is now moving on Colorado and is moving using the call through Colorado to get themselves a seat or 2 up into Wichita State. But still, Wichita State, nice and strong, very solid connection on the front end. But they're now flopping around a little bit out there, actually. So that's cost them a seat or 2 to K-State. K-State now maybe 6 seats back, and the Wichita State coxswain looking over. K-State rolling very cleanly, sitting up nice and tall, and that coxswain has worked her way through Colorado. Colorado is sitting on the bow ball of Ohio State. Ohio State is sitting on the 5 seat of Texas, and Texas has got open water now on Oregon. And K-State coming through the fouls, putting a really nice move. They were just under 3 minutes, and they're now back within 2 seats of Wichita State, really gearing up and going. They're now almost even with Wichita State, moving very nicely at a nice long 35. Wichita State is at 37, is spinning their wheels a little bit. K-State is back on terms, and is in fact now ahead of Wichita State. And Ohio State is doing the same thing to Colorado, getting back up into them, now only a seat or so behind. That coxswain looking over, both coxswains looking across to see that. K-State now another seat up or so on Wichita State, and Wichita State pinches another digger. Looks like they're paying now for that very high sprint that they opened up with. So we have 2 races happening here. K-State pushing up now their coxswain on Wichita State's 5 seat, and Wichita State struggling in this third 500. In fact, Ohio State and Colorado are closing that gap. There's still open water, but they're definitely closing on it, and K-State is just powering away right now. The coxswain looking over on the bowman of Wichita State, and Wichita State floundering a little bit here. They clearly are in some debt. The Ohio State crew giving a few yells in there, trying to get back up there. They're moving out on Colorado. We don't know if they'll be able to get back into Wichita State, but I tell you, Wichita State is vulnerable right now if Ohio State's able to get up in there. It's still a length, but Wichita State is sort of floundering. K-State now almost off the bow ball here, and they're going to run away with this. Very nice, powerful rowing. It looks now like Wichita State has recovered a little bit, and they're holding off the charge from Ohio State. Colorado is answering the charge from Ohio State, but Ohio State is now firmly in third. And then there's large open water back to Kansas and large open water back to Oregon. And we will let you enjoy the last 300 meters of this race.